Now I've chosen to take the bird off the edge, and in fact this is actually the full size bird, but I've just decided to kind of crop it off here just to give it a more interesting composition. So you print it out on your black and white paper, and now we're going to use carbon paper to trace it onto the wood. If you don't know what carbon paper is, it's this paper here which allows us to put it underneath here and draw over top, and it comes through onto the wood. So just put it like that, and then I'm just going to trace it. Now I'm using a thin black pen to do this job. You don't want to press too hard with the pen. If you can just do it nice and lightly, then it should come through looking fairly similar to a pencil drawing. Now I'll just check, see how that's looking. Yep, you can see that's coming through there. Looking good. You can pick up carbon paper from any art supply shop, or you can look online. It usually comes in packs of 25 or 50. Now when I'm tracing the image, I'm not going to draw every detail. All I want to do is just give myself a reference for the painting. When I look at the image, the colour image of the bird, I'm going to see that there are some changes here between the blue feathers and the brown feathers on the back. So I want to get a sense of where that changes, around here and around here, which is a bit harder to tell on our black and white image. But those are the kinds of painting clues that I want to be able to use with this tracing, this reference. Now if you're really sharp at drawing from observation, then you could just get the image and draw straight from it. But I find that if you get the proportion wrong on the bird, then it doesn't really help the overall painting. And sometimes just that tiny bit of proportion can kind of make the painting feel not right. So because I'm just using an A4 piece of carbon paper, I do need to keep moving it around underneath. But the great thing about carbon paper is that you can use it as many times as you like. It's quite dark in here, but I'll kind of figure out the detail of that when I get into painting. It's really important to try and get the overlap of these tail feathers, because we're going to be able to do some really nice tonal work with these to get the detail and create that sense of kind of overlapping layers that makes it feel realistic. How it's coming out. Yep, it's looking good. You can just keep checking back and seeing which areas of the bird haven't been drawn yet. And you'll notice that I've just taped the image on, so it's not going to move around once I start tracing it. Don't worry too much about the feathering around the edges of the bird, because we're going to do those later with some detailed painting. And in this part of the painting, we're going to try and add some of the details to show the texture of the claw, which is different to the feathers and the branches. And it's a really good chance to show a good level of detail in the painting. The leg and the foot are kind of broken down into little segments, so you kind of want to just get a sense of those, which makes it feel more realistic. Now the bottom of the bird comes up here, and I think, yep, we've already got that piece. So just looking at the whole image now, yeah, it's quite dark in here, so you're not going to really see the detail of that. I'm missing a bit of stuff around here. Here we go. So just keep checking back and seeing what you have and what you don't have.